Hey guys, we are headed out for another adventure. It is December 26th, 2022, the day after Christmas, and we are headed to Glen, Texas, and we're going to check out some actual dinosaur tracks. So we are going to Glen Dinosaur Valley State Park in Glen Rose, Texas. It's about a 4.5 hour drive due to Google Maps, but it'll probably take us about 5-6 hours because we're possibly going to stop at Buc-ee's, which could take a while. But come along on this adventure with us. Hey, we made it to Buc-ee's, so now we're gonna go shopping for like an hour. See you there.
Sandwich is really good.
Yeah. Okay, we finished with Buc-ee's. We were only in there like 25 minutes, and we were disappointed because they did not have Todd's crackers, the flavored crackers, seasoned crackers. Although we did get beef jerky and fruit and chips and their nuggets. I think it was white cheddar nuggets. So, oh, and we had to get a Buc-ee's duck for the Jeep.
Park Road 59 for half a mile.
We're almost there. We made it. We made it to the state park, and there's some dinosaur up here. It says these life-size models came to the Dinosaur Valley Park after thrilling audiences at the 1964-65 World Fair in New York. There were some pieces, but they're pretty big. So these are the two dinosaurs that left tracks here, and we are going to go see them later in our trip. It says they are misleading models. Which dinosaurs left their tracks here at the Dinosaur Valley State Park? Oh, it says they are not. These are the two that they look like those, but these are the two. And I'm not going to try and pronounce those names. So we have Rex and we have Bronto. He's pretty cool. Dun, dun, dun. He doesn't have pupils. We came into the nature center that is by the little check-in hut. This is super cool. They have some footprints. I don't know if you can tell how big those are, but they're pretty big. It's pretty cool. It tells you what are dinosaurs and Texas dinosaurs and where they are found at. And then this really cool mural, and then 105 million years ago. And then I did see a video on this, but it's really cool. It tells you how it was made. So there was a dinosaur that stepped in the mud. Then you had the imprint fills with sediment and contrasting texture that does not distort the original both layers, then hardens. Then the soft stuff erodes away, and so that's what we see because they're in rivers, so you get the print. That's like that. So it's pretty cool. So this is probably what the dinosaur prints here was like. They were walking in the water. There is one called the ballroom, which probably looked like that. They're walking all sorts of different ways. And then tracking the track makers. And then the history of the discovery. It says that this actually was discovered in 1940. And then they excavated and they took it to New York Museum and to the Texas Austin Museum. So this is actually tracks at the Biloxi River near Glen Rose. That's what they all look like. And geologists did that in 1917 to 1937. Okay, make sure you ask the park rangers in here for these little quizzes, and then you get like a badge when you're done. So it's like a little scavenger hunt, and then you get an activity packet. So right now we're in the like nature center, and we're gonna answer some questions. Like you could do like at the main site, and then there was the Blue Hole side, and then at like the nature center, like just what are your favorite dinosaurs and 2 reasons they were extinct, and the answers are right there. So super cute, and they get a little badge. We're trying to keep the smoke out of our face. It's not really working. Was working, but it's overpowering it. Good morning. We are going on a hike. I don't know, it's like 34 degrees, something like that. So we're kind of bundled up, but we're going to go on the Biloxi Trail hike, which is, I think, 4.5 miles. I don't remember now. It said it would take us like an hour and a half to do it. So we're going to go look at 29 degrees. 29 degrees. We're going to go look at all of the dinosaur tracks. So you can come along with us. Okay. This is a cool spot. This is campsite number 17. This is by the river, so it is kind of short. Ours could probably fit with just 27 feet. But then you have all this area. There is a trail right there, which we're getting ready to go on, but since this one was empty, we're going to walk over to the river where Todd is. So you don't necessarily have river access.
You can go down out there.
I mean, you could probably climb down there, but oh, that's rocks, that's not snow. But I mean, you could walk down there if you want to the perimeter trail. So let's go on our hike this way. Going on a hike. And it is still 26 degrees outside. This isn't our trail, but so this is right off. There's a dumpster, and then you're going to turn left. So if you go, it's by campsite number 17. This is the entrance to the Biloxi River Trail. Okay, we're still on the Biloxi River Trail. This is one of the parking lots. This is going to show you the map. It says Rock Beach Entrance. So we started here-ish. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Here-ish. We've walked to here, and we're going to do all of this and back up here and then this way. And then probably we'll bike all the rest Thursday. But it's a beautiful day. It feels awesome in the sun. Oh, they're watching the duck land. Was it a hawk?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Chloe's got a little jacket on because it's cold out here. This is like a trail, but I thought you could get down to the river. Anyways, there's some benches, and are you taking pictures? Okay. We will continue on.
No.
So we kind of got off the paved path of the Biloxi River Trail, but when we came down to the river, this would be a really good swimming spot if it wasn't 26 degrees outside. Abby, go see if the water's cold.
Yeah. Like, come here.
Don't drop your phone in, please.
It's not.
It's not cold?
Well, I mean, it's cold, but it's not like as cold as you would think.
For it being freezing the last couple of nights?
Yeah.
It's pretty though. I don't see any tracks. I don't know if this is one of the main tracks or not. We will have to look it up. It's definitely pretty. Very loud people over there. This is a really pretty waterfall going on here. It's a really cool place. Like I said, this would be awesome in the summer. So this is supposed to be the main track. There's a sign up there, but we didn't go that way. But we'll cross in a minute and see if we can see any tracks, but we can't see any tracks so far. It's supposed to be somewhere. Oh, over there. We need to be over there. That's why we can't see any, because there's none in this river. So we'll walk over there. But it's really pretty here. Chloe, go.
Yes. Yep.
So it says there's tracks. Let's go see them. It is. I'll go over there. So that says there's tracks. Those are big tracks right there, if that's a track. If that right there is a track. But I think there's some like three-toed, I don't know what you call those. I can't pronounce the dinosaur names. Yeah, like right, let me see if I can zoom in for you. Right there is some tracks. And right there's tracks. There's tracks. There's some tracks.
Yeah, the ones with the really long neck.
Those are some pretty good tracks right there. Let's keep going around. Let's go around on this side because there was a good one over here. I don't know if those are. No, those are pretty good tracks right there.
No, Chloe.
Super clear. This is how cold it still is. There's still ice on the river. This is pretty cool. It shows you like what the dinosaurs look like and then what they are. So this is fossil tracks. Fossils are remnants of ancient plants and animals preserved in stone. They provide the evidence scientists use to describe the past history of the Earth. Fossils come in two types: petrified, or remains of organisms like bones or wood, and others are made impressions. So 140 years ago, this is what the United States looked like. We were a shallow inland sea. About 40 million years ago, the sea level rose and fell, leaving a thick layer of sediment around its edges. So the dinosaurs were walking across there. Okay, we're gonna measure. So Todd is a size 10. That's a big old foot right there. You wanna go in there? We'll see. Compare it to Chloe. Come here. She's gonna be a pain. There you go. Size compared to a 10-pound dog. So this is to the right of the main track site, and this is a really good explanation. It just shows you where they are. So this was the roped off area. Make sure you go back a little farther and you can see those. This is where they took the tracks out in 1940. And then these are the two dinosaur tracks you're gonna see. And so we are gonna continue on, and we're gonna go see the ballroom, which it shows like the directions that they're going. That one's really cool. It shows you direction. So Abby went to go answer questions. So this is a whole map. So we're staying here. So you got tracks here, 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 and here. So we made it to Blue Hole. Let's see what these say. The Blue Hole is located on a rocky ledge down to the right. So we're gonna go down there. I did see that this was a lot of swimming hole. So the ballroom site, in 2009, scientists mapped hundreds of dinosaur tracks along this stretch of the Paluxy River. That's what they look like. And the ancient story, the Taylor site, dinosaurs tracks upstream from this panel on the Taylor site are fossilized tracks with a denser infill material that dates to over 1 million years ago. These ancient dinosaur tracks have eroded in several different ways. So let's go see if we can find those. And that one. Let's go see. Okay, so this is the walkway down to the blue hole, which is definitely not easy or friendly. We're going this way, Chloe. Chloe, get over here. Go. So you're having to walk down all this. So this is where they say you go swimming. It's really pretty. Let's go see if we can. Oh, cool. It's got a little rock ledge there you can like sit on and then go swimming. So this says it's the ballroom site.
It's 46 degrees.
And I think that's them. They say you really need to get in the water to see them, but
It's 46 degrees now.
and Abby said it's 46 degrees and I'm still not willing to get in the water. So, this is what you get. Unless you get in the water, but I think they're over there. You can see them better when they're by your eyeballs instead of on the... See if the dog will trip me. Yeah, you can't really see them down at this level.
I mean, if that's them, that's the best.
Yeah.
The best ones that you can see is right through there.
So, we've come to a sign that I never want to see. It says watch for snakes. We'll see. I don't do snakes. We're still on the Paluxy River Trail. We did pass a primitive site.
Actually, I think it was the first time we saw it. When they were trying to train them to go.
If you're interested in one of their walk-in, backpack-in campsites, so this is number 3, and this is pretty cool. When you're off, there is a trail leading up to it, but you're pretty far back here. And you have the river right there. If you don't mind hauling your stuff in here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of campsites. Assuming this is that primitive campsite, but you do have the river there. Todd said this is a name that poop down at the riverbed. Ice cream break. Snickers, would you get a cone, bunny cone? And then I got a bunny tracks. Chloe didn't get anything, but she's pooped. So far we've walked 2.7 miles. This is part of the Monarch Trail that comes from the gift shop and goes to the campsites. It's a cool little trail. Cool little forestry trail. I forgot to film us cooking it, but we're having tacos. So they're having pork with black beans. There's onions, grilled onions and peppers. We brought the cheese that wasn't with it. Oh, this is a HelloFresh. So, yummy tacos. Hey guys, it is Wednesday morning and I'm gonna walk the dog, but I never showed you our site. So let me show you our site. We are site 43. We're actually right by the dump station and the playground and all that. Here's our site. We have a 27-foot motorhome, if you don't remember that. And then there's all the space back here. That little trail goes to the bathroom. So if you have a tent, there's a pretty big site, and my dog seriously just got hung up around something. So good tent site. Water, electric, no sewer. So we're gonna go on a little potty walk. And I'll show you some of the other sites while we're on this walk. But this is, I'll show you since I'm here, 44. Kind of the same setup. You're backed up to a field right next to the playground. And there is a dumpster right there. I do like, if you have a tent site, ours goes like right to the bathroom. So like maybe 100 yards, maybe. So that's the Monarch Trail that goes to the gift shop and all that. Dump station. So this is a one-way circle. Okay, there's site number 2. It's kind of short. Just do the ones that are empty. So site number 2. Here is site number 3. It kind of backs up to where we are. That's definitely a short one, but good tent. A good flat tent area in there. So here is site number 10. Good wooded area, place for a small tent. And then site number 11 is right next to the dumpster, as long as you're okay with that. Semi-long, good wooded area, small tent, small tent. Spot number 16, that's a long one. Really good tent spot, flat back there, wooded. It's the one we looked at yesterday next to the trail. So that's 18. 18's a nice long one. You got a lot of wooded area around you. 19 kind of has like 19 and 20 are kind of connected, so if you have family, 19 and 20. This one's number 23. Not too long. Good tent area. Number 24. Good tent area, a lot of wooded area, good play. 25. 26 and 29 look like they could be connected if you had a family. And 27 and 28 also, they're side by side. 30's kind of on its own. Good wooded area. It looks long. If you had a motorhome, a long motorhome. So that one was 27. 30. All of them are really nice wooded. I don't feel like you're out. 31. 32 is next to the dumpster. 34. They're kind of connected, so if you had family, you could be with those. 33. 35 is a good one. You're back in the woods. You got a really good tent area. You could definitely fit like 2 tents in there. You do have a trail next to you, but it's a good one. .36 is definitely a long one. You could fit 40 feet probably. Good tent area too. 38 is a long one. Really good tent area. 2 or 3 tent spots in there. So our neighbors in 41 have a tent, and they have a good tent area. 39 has a really good tent area. 40 and 42 are kind of right next to each other. And then we're back to where we were. Okay, we're headed to Fossil Rim Wildlife Center. It says no pets or alcohol on premises. Find a parking spot. It's a bison roaming. Looks like he's eating right now.
Animals. It is not meant to replace their
It's our cup of
diet.
food.
So like I said, don't feel sad if you don't feed somebody, because these are black buck antelope, these first group right here. The black buck antelope are from India, and what you're looking at is a young male and a group of females that he's got with him. They get the name black buck because the males change color as they get older. The females are always the tan color that you see right here, but the males get darker with age. Normally by about 2 to 3 years old, they start getting dark like he is now. And by the time they're a mature adult, they're a gorgeous dark chocolate brown to black color with a set of horns about twice as big as his. So he's still a youngster. The fact that he's got girls with him is kind of surprising, because he is really not old enough to have a territory yet. So he's probably just kind of hanging around the girls here while the other male's distracted somewhere else. But we've got a good group of black buck, and the males are very territorial. Do you guys recognize wildebeest? Most people recognize them from what movie? Lion King. They ran over Mufasa, yep. Scar pushed, but they ran over. But we actually have about 40 wildebeest out here, so I don't know where the rest of the herd's hanging out. Interesting animal. They look like no other animal in Africa. They're very unique in their appearance. And the wildebeest, I mean, they joke they've got a face only a mother could love. I mean, they're really not a pretty animal. But that appearance actually led to an interesting story, a legend associated with their creation. According to the Bushman tribe, the Sand tribe of Africa, from the Kalahari, their belief is that the wildebeest was the last animal created on the planet. We call it the Frankenstein of the antelope world. And they are important for the grassland ecology of the plains of Africa, and we'll talk about that in a moment. I see more over there. What you're looking at over here is one of our girl ostrich right here. This is Time. Time is separated out from, we have 3 girls, 3 female ostrich, and they're all older females. So we separated them out because one of our staff is doing a research project on how often the ostrich lay eggs as they get into advanced ages. And so we have them separated so we know who's laying what eggs when they do lay eggs. Typically, if they get, a young ostrich might lay an egg every, in the breeding season, about every 3 or 4 days. Outside of the breeding season,
awesome.
It could be every 10 or 15 days. But they lay throughout the year. But these older girls here are not laying very often, and she's doing a study as to how often they'll still lay eggs. Now the ostrich, you know, they've got that funny looking body structure there. Big goofy eyes, tiny little head, long legs, great runners. They're the fastest two-legged running animal on our planet. That bird can hit over 45 miles per hour on a sprint. You know why that is?
See this male? He's dark. His legs.
No, everybody loves leopards. But aside from using the droppings to scent mark, he also has scent glands in front of his eyes. So if you look at him, when he gets there, holy cow, it's a big turkey over there.
Oh wow, yeah.
Looks like all these group over in the trees.
I heard him making noise.
Yeah, I didn't bring my turkey call. I didn't
Yeah,
think
that's,
he'd see
that could be
the office.
that could be a tom with others next to him. They like traveling.
But yeah, that is a volunteer animal. It's one of our native Texas animals. They just come here for the free food and health care. No hunting on property, so what better place to be here during the holiday season. One of our girls here, and she is pregnant. They normally give birth in the spring. They can give birth year round, but the majority of it's going to be in the springtime. And what did I say? You talk about the pregnant female and the non-pregnant female. The rest of the coon over here, and then one bongo hanging out over here by the edge of the cliff. So 3 different animals over here. Those desert antelope, the gazelle right there, that is another rare species that we're breeding for their reintroduction to the wild. Their wild population right now is estimated to be below 200 animals. Now with the big coon over here, you'll notice they've got vertical white stripes. That's a good indication that that's a forest antelope. And the stripes act as camouflage.
The 4 stripes are an indication of what?
The vertical stripes are an indication of a forest antelope. When you see vertical markings on an African antelope, it's usually a forest antelope. If it's horizontal markings, they're usually out in the grasslands. And lighter colors are drier, hotter habitats. Darker colors are wetter, moister habitats. Not necessarily cooler, but wetter and moister. So that bongo antelope up here that's walking back to the trees, you notice how deep chestnut red on all the vertical stripes? Look at all the ones in the shadows of the trees back there. They're hard to see when you get them to low light conditions in the shadows. That vertical striping blends in with the light dark stripes sprayed on the trees by the sun. So it makes them very difficult to see from a distance.
He's got a hurt leg. That one's got a hurt leg.
Yes, he broke his leg shortly after birth. And the vets pinned and tried to heal it, but it did not. The joint did not heal properly. So he'll stay here. He won't be part of the breeding program, but he'll stay here and live out his life here in the park. Oh yeah, he moves around fine, but he and Mom's like, no, there's people watching. But you can see how the baby uses its nose to hit the udders to get the milk to descend. And you know, that way the baby can take a quick drink. At this age, if Mom stopped producing milk, it wouldn't be a problem at all. The baby's eating plenty of solid food. And yes, we're talking about an animal.
This one right here is looking at us while it's peeing.
What happened? Talk about it in the back.
Yeah. And he's got to watch it.
Those are sable antelope. Those are the only antelope we never feed from any vehicle. They can get a little bit pushy and aggressive towards vehicles for food. But the females will be the dark chocolate brown color. The male will be black. The male will be black with white markings. And people think vultures are actually very useful, very smart birds. And like I said, this is the one that we don't feed because they can get a little bit pushy and aggressive. But look at that set of horns. I mean, that's impressive. And that's a girl.
That's a good picture of it.
The male's horns will be thicker and heavy. Entire life, never drinking water.
She only got one
They
horn.
get everything they need by the plants they eat. They do not have to drink water at all. And yes, horns break. If a horn breaks, it does not regrow.
Oh. She only have one
So they
horn.
might snag it on a tree. They might break it when they're fighting with each other. We'll treat the wounds and get them all fixed up, but the horn will never regrow. Whereas the deer antler drops off each year and regrows. Horns are permanent. in the programs, we are seeing them breeding in the wild, and their offspring are breeding in the wild. But it's still not a sustainable population. You know, we're at about 200. Deer do a lot of scent marking, so they pee on horse and girl animals. I don't know why, it's across the board across most mammals. But look at but they are pretty deer. Now, because they're a forest deer, they keep their spots their entire life. So like our deer, our white-tailed deer, lose their spots when they're... The Outad is a mountain climbing antelope or goat relative from the... That being said, zebra are still grabby and bite everything. Don't eat and feed. Please close it out.
Yeah.
It's an optical illusion. Why do you never see horizontal stripes on women's shorts? Yeah, you chuckle about that. It makes your butt look bigger. It's a natural optical illusion. Hey, Nyla. Dude, I know I'm already started up the hill. You're not going to get me walking back down that. Now, no two giraffe have the same spots. So if you know what to look for, you can actually get your thing. So this is Snorky. And she doesn't like to be touched, but she loves to eat. The guy walking over there, that's our breeding male. That's Menanasi. He's the one with no concept of personal space. So I'm going to give you guys some lettuce pieces. You guys have some here. Whoops. And I'm going to work my way around. Hopefully, I'm going to give you guys some over here. See if you can get him to walk to that side.
Okay.
He will try to reach in and steal everything. He will try to reach in and steal everything.
Hold it out on
Give
the
me a
other side,
hand in
Abby.
the rope. You want to feed him? Oh, I think my refrigerator got too cold. So my wife's starting to get a little bit on the soft side, and I apologize. Unfortunately, lettuce does not do well when it freezes. You're welcome. Okay, you guys got it?
See if you can force him on that side, Abby.
Better feed him. Here, feed him, Olivia.
He's big.
Yes, like I said, no. He's not mean, he's not pushy, but he does not realize how big he is. And his head weighs like 100 pounds. If he tries to get your cup, just put your hand over it like a lid. Menanasi, really. He's not the biggest out here. He's not the biggest out here. Our tallest giraffe out here is Shiner. He's about 16 feet tall, not as bulky. Shiner was a little bit of a oops, maybe. Menanasi, really. Come on, just watch your head with these things. These big old knobs, how giraffe fight with each other.
Oh, they are.
They swing it like
They're
a sledgehammer.
pretty hard.
That's how giraffe compete with each other. They swing that head like a sledgehammer.
He wants to know what you got.
Like I said, a big adult male head could be 100 pounds on the end of that neck. And this big area of bone right here gets very thick and heavy to protect the head. A male giraffe is almost as thick-headed as a male human.
Did you get to feed him, Abby? Okay.
Nothing left for you.
But if you make him hate Menanasi, can you stretch that tongue for me? Can you stretch that tongue? Look at that tongue. Oh my goodness. The tongue, you only see half of the tongue. The tongue is as long as your arm from your elbow to your fingertips. It's huge. Go and grab the branches off the trees to eat. Got just a few more little tidbits. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't realize the bottom of my lettuce container froze over the last couple of days. You know, we were closed over the Christmas holiday weekend with that big heavy freeze, so we had nobody on property, and I think my lettuce and my cooler froze.
He's pretty big.
Okay, man. We're going to get out of the way of the other vehicles if everybody's had a chance to feed and interact with the giraffe now.
Hello.
Oh, he'll see that little spot. He'll see that spot. Menanasi.
No?
I've seen them going after pieces of lettuce the size of a dime.
Hey.
Mananasi. Now the large building right here is the giraffe barn. You can see the big sliding doors on the side of that building are about 16 feet tall. And you can see we've got the hay feeder right here. It's actually on a track. It can go up or down. Right now, because we've got the younger giraffe that are only about 8 feet tall, it's pretty low. Where some of our red deer and animals will try to reach up and rear up to grab at it. Now the two little animals right here, those are Nile lechwe. It is a critically endangered antelope from the wetlands of southern Sudan. And that's a mom and the little baby boy. The male, the adult male, is laying out in the pasture over here. He's the dark guy over there with the set of horns. But it's a cousin to those water bucks we saw earlier. But this is our little youngster. Yeah, we have to wait until there's no animals. Looking at giraffe, and they found a lot of giraffe that had scars where they had lions attacking them. The giraffe just kind of walked away, shrugged off the lions and walked away. They're big, powerful animals. And once the giraffe gets to be about 1.5 years old, there's really not much that we try to take it as prey. Even the lions avoid them if they can. There's always easier food to go out there than going after a giraffe, a rhino, hippo, or elephant. There's always easier food. Now, the year that I first started working with giraffe was 1995. And the winter before I started working with giraffe, red deer that we saw when we were driving up to the giraffe area, those European red deer, we only have one stag left. We're not breeding them anymore. But those males, when it comes time for breeding, they will make a wallow to roll around in. They'll dig out an area of the ground with their hooves, and then they urinate and defecate on it, and then roll all over it. And they'll come up to the trucks covered in mud, and you have to realize it's not mud.
Yeah.
And we'll tell guests, no, don't reach out to pet, don't reach out to pet. You'll still have people in their personal cars reaching out to pet.
Really get to see him this close. He's like a white one.
Hey guys, that deer, that's not mud you're touching. I've never seen parents grab their kids back in so quickly and pull their hands away from the animal. But, I know those guys, I mean, I was literally on a tour with my guests, and the deer wasn't full of it is got up and walked up to the car in front of us and were watching the same thing. Their kids were reaching out to touch somebody deer. They saw the same thing I did. What did they not understand about what just happened? Never goes and wants to touch the scorpion, you know. Okay, you've never seen the scorpion petting zoo? Yeah, there's a reason you want to see a scorpion petting. You know, nobody wants to go and touch the porcupine. Although I will admit I've worked with porcupines, they're actually fine. So another great view of one of our mountain zebras. That is our little stallion. He's Rico. He's the boy out here to breed the new breeding male. He came to us at about 8 months old, and now he's a mature male ready to go. So if things work out, next year we'll also have baby zebras on the pasture. They are pretty animals. So this is an adult female we're fed out at. That's one of our babies, a little baby boy. That baby was born in March of this year. We have a younger one out here that was born a few inches wide on a rock a few inches wide on the side of a cliff.
What part of the Sahara?
Well, there are 12 different variety of habitat. So you find them from Morocco all the way through Egypt and then along the Rocky Highlands of the Red Sea. And that's where this type is from the Rocky Highlands along the Red Sea. Also brought along some uncontrolled, unregulated hunting of the animals to supply meat for the villages and the towns, the bushmeat trade as it's called. And that's this illegal hunting and killing of the animals. Not a local farmer just providing for his family, but people going and killing and snaring. To put more effort into getting the local population on board to understand why they were being re-released. And so they did that and did another release program. It's not the deer, it's not the zebras, it's not the giraffe, it's that is. So we've got a group here, one of our little coalitions right here. I should say this is a mom and her own adult cubs. It's still a coalition, but it's not a group sale. But cubs stay with mom for 18 months to 24 months. Boys usually leave earlier. The girls might stay with mom till they're about 2 years old. But the boys leave as a group, and usually those brothers stay together their entire lives. Other animals will stop there and look at you and go, "Yeah, you're too far away." So if she makes her way all the way over here, she'll take her time doing it. What you do is you put food on the railing and then move your hands away. It's not that she's mean, not that she's aggressive, but remember what I told you earlier, their eyeballs are bigger than their brain. Anything they think might be food, they'll try to grab, and they like shiny objects. So fingernails and jewelry, they want to grab and see if it's edible. They don't bite real hard, but it is abrupt and can break the skin, but there's like no real sharp edges to the beak or anything. It's just how you just grab and pull away.
Haley's all set up moving away. Ooh, there you go.
By the way, we are very glad they are a flightless bird. The last thing you want is to park under an ostrich and sitting in a tree. Grass on it, you see the food going down her neck? Oh, God. The birds, to swallow, they have to lift their head up in order to swallow food down. So she'll get a big old mouthful of food and let gravity do the work to pull it down her throat.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
That's for the record.
Well, that was cool.
She missed.
See how many she can get.
She didn't miss any. Good for you.
Whoa.
It's like, who else?
The back of her mouth, and she's got a big mouthful.
Who else? Who else? Woo! You gotta be fast with
You
her.
gotta time it right to where you kind of distract her from one side to the other. But it's not that she's mean, it's just she thinks there's food and she wants to grab it. If she realizes it's not food, she lets go of it and does something else. I sit down and try to grab a metal bolt off the side of the truck for 5 minutes before they realize it's not food.
No, I didn't think so.
They also love to flirt with their reflection in the car, the shadows in the car. So when it is the main courtship season, which is usually February or June, you'll see them flirting with their reflection on the side of a car. Going over the cars, putting their wings out, putting their feet back, and then they put their chest on the side of the vehicle and rub against the vehicle. I've literally had to go over and push them out to drop them out of a car. This whole chest on the hood of the car, doing a thing trying to mount the car. And it's like, no, you can't do that. Oh, family park. That's watch. But look how big and beautiful those eyes are.
Coming up to the
White
rhinos.
rhinoceros, they're grass eaters, they're lawnmowers. Every single one of these big old rhinos eats about 100 to 150 pounds of grass and hay every single day.
Wow. That's 100 pounds of grass a
Now they're
day.
cousins to horses. Believe it or not, they're related to
Cousins to
horses.
a horse.
And like a horse, they only digest about 50% of what they eat. You see the big piles back there? Those are dung piles. They use the dung to mark their territory, so they all go to the bathroom in the same spots to mark their territories, saying, this is where I live, you gotta keep it. But you look at the rhino, look at that big wide mouth. This is the white rhinoceros. It is the largest rhino on the planet. Average is going to be between about 4,500 pounds and 5,500 pounds. That's the average size. Our biggest one in here is about 4,900 pounds. Turtle, they either run away from something or they charge it to chase it off. It's a 4,000-pound animal running at 30 miles an hour. You're going to get out of the way. But this is our big girl here, Rocka.
Big girl.
She's really a big puppy dog. If you were to go in the barn with her, in the rhino barn with her, she'd come up to the side of the fence line for you to scratch her belly. We don't do that out here because, one, yeah, we have other animals you have to worry about, and two, the other rhinos in the enclosure with them. You can see the male sparring with the little girl over there a little bit. They use that horn to spar with each other during courtship. They use it to protect their calves. They use it for digging, to dig up mud wallows or dig up water when they need to. It's a great tool for the rhino. But unfortunately, some cultures believe there's medicinal value to it. There's no medicinal value to eating your hair or fingernails. It's the same material. It's just a centuries-old.
Okay, so we decided to come over to the children's. I think this is a turtle, but
Grady and Heidi.
they may be outside. Oh, there's one. There's a little dude. He's coming.
Desert tortoise.
Oh, he's hiding down there.
Is he stuck?
Could be sleeping. This one says it's Venus. He was born in maybe July 92. She may be outside. There's a goat. That's just roaming free. Yeah. This is, I'm assuming, where the turtles can roam. I don't see any out.
Pretty dry.
Yeah.
Should just gone in there and fed them all.
Oh no, he moved too fast. It's called a black-footed cat, I think is what it was. He was like right there and we couldn't see
He
him.
was right over there?
Yeah.
Let's walk right past.
There's another one up there too. Kind of sucks because it's like focusing on the, yeah. This is the American red wolf. It says there's less than 25 of them
25 in the wild.
in the wild.
Critically endangered.
Yeah. Only in the very east tip of North Carolina. We came over to the Biloxi Heritage Park. There's a whole bunch of heritage buildings that you can come look at. This one's a cabin. That was a really cool stone building. This is south of downtown Glen Rose. This is the Wheeler Epps Mayhem cabin.
The cabin.
Continuing on our walk. Couldn't go in the cabin. We're gonna go in this building. I think. Is it locked? Don't know what it is. Schoolhouse? Something schoolhouse. Lanham Mill Schoolhouse. Well, we'll see if it's open. Go up there. Got it all decorated up for Christmas. It said it was built in 1901 by residents of the Lanham Mill School District, about 5 miles from Glen Rose. Nope.
Can't go in it, but there's a bunch of stuff in it. Like a bunch of stuff.
Oh, that's cool. There, you can see in it. That's really cool in there.
Smells it.
So there's one over there. Doesn't look like you can go in it. And then we got one right here.
Let's go look in it.
We're biking on the Dino, however you want to say Dino, Creek. So, I can't video and bike.
Maggot? Good job.
You got it, use your brakes.
Over here and out of there. What?
That's fine.
It all goes the same height. There you go.
Creek crossing. We did this coming across, but I didn't video it. But my feet were definitely wet. So I'll video Todd. That way if he falls in. But this is how you have to get across the creek. No bridge, no dry crossing. This is how you get across. Ooh, wet foot. Okay, go Abby.
Okay.
Go as far as you can.
I gotta get around.
Abby's gonna try it. I think your bike on that side's better. Okay, I'm gonna go. This is at the end of the Biloxi Creek River Trail, down by that RV park. It's beautiful. Waterfalls, pretty creek. How was it?
Good.
Awesome. The cat, the poor cat. She's like, I don't want to be out here.
I'm afraid if I put it on that couch.
We got dinner going over the fire. Potatoes, and carrots. We're getting ready to put the pork on. pork is on. And he took all my light away. There you go. Okay, here's my food without the pork. So we got carrots with some sour cream yogurt sauce. We got a baked potato, and then we got some pasta. And then they're gonna have some Tuscan seasoned pork. And this is somewhat a HelloFresh. The pork is supposed to have chicken, but the pork and the carrots are HelloFresh. And then we're gonna eat it by this nice roaring fire.
Yes.
Okay. Hey guys, we are at Dinosaur World, which is just down the street from the Dinosaur Valley State Park. So there are over 150 life-size dinosaur models. So we're gonna come explore all of them. We have, see if I can show you a map. Abby's in the bathroom, but then there's a museum and a gift shop and all that. So here, I'll turn it around. There's a whole playground, and it is pet friendly as long as they're on a leash. So Chloe's coming with us, and let's go check this place out. They have a really cute playground. This is only about half of it, but pretty big playground to play in. And these crazy blue things. Dromaeosaurus. Dromaeosaurus. I have no clue. We're going to the boneyard. Some pretty big bones over here. Boneyard. You don't want to up some good stuff. There's a Saurosuchus. Saurosuchus. It looks like an alligator with longer legs. Oh, there's a big dude. These look like little salamanders. They're a Diplocrolus. Sorry, the dog. Chloe. They look like salamanders.
Angry salamander.
Yeah. Okay. He is a Dimerodon. It's technically not a dinosaur because it walks with its legs out to the sides like an alligator. Huh. And then there's this dude, which is a Uopulsiolus.
Looks like an armadillo.
Sure. Heavily armored on the upper part of its body from the nose to the tail with a bony plate and rows of horny spikes.
And then like an armadillo.
It does look like a big armadillo with a hammer for a tail. There's a dude in an egg. Oh, it's a trash can. Oh. Let's see if I can get these. Lysrosaurus. This sturdy plant-eating animal was not a dinosaur, but a mammal-like reptile.
It looks like
A lot of non-dinosaurs here. Oh, I did not start my meter, so I do not know how long we're walking. Not even going to attempt to say that. It's an armored plant eater.
Dinosaurs.
There's a whole family up here. And they are not T-Rexes. They are Allosaurus, one of the largest North American meat eaters. Walks on its hind legs with the tail stretched out behind for balance. Looks just like a T-Rex. Oh, we can't tell what this is because it's ripped off. It's a sternus.
It's ripped off.
Yeah, it has a weird head thing. Yeah. These dudes are cool. There's a family of them also. These are Stegosaurus. The dog is pulling me. The only plant-eating dinosaur ever found in North America. It has also been found in Europe. This four-legged plant eater was about the size of an Asian elephant. It has a ridiculously small head and a golf ball-sized brain. Some people think it is an enlargement of the spinal cord above the hips was a second brain, but it was not. Okay. 2 rows of large bony plates ran down its neck and back and partway to its tail. The most recent theory is that they helped control the body temperature. Many skeletons have been found in Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming. So, some cute little dudes. These are a Massoprondylus. Small pebbles have been found with the remains of these plant eaters. Experts think that whatever these dudes are swallowed them to help digest the plants and leaves it eats. This is a very young Massospondylus. Full grown, they could have stood on their hind legs and eaten the leaves on the tops of the tall trees. Their remains have been found in Africa. African dinosaur. There's some guys sneaking up on us. He's sneaking. These say they're Dilophosaurus. Meat eating, had 2 high, thin crests along the top of their heads, which may have been used for signaling or in courtship. The Dilophosaurus had short arms and walked on powerful hind legs. It had 3 fingers in its hands and 4 toes on its hind feet, all carrying sharp claws with which it killed its prey. The fossils have been found in North America and China. That looks like the dude that was on Jurassic Park. Oh, I can't really see what that says.
Yellow.
Dilophosaurus. It was a speedy, slender meat eater that walked on 2 legs. It was a meat-eating dinosaur about 20 feet long and weighing at about 1,000 pounds. They moved in packs. Yeah. We have some little guys. Scutellosaurus. This is an early little dinosaur, lived on land and largely walked on its hind legs. Really? Supporting its weight with its tail, which was twice as long as the body and neck altogether. Each of the bumps on the body is a small shield, and such little plant eaters would have needed all the protection possible. It is known for remains found in North America. North America, dudes. There's a whole herd over here. These are the Styracosaurus.
Dinosaurus, a short, frowled dinosaur with a straight horn nearly 2 feet long and 6 inches thick on its nose, but with only stumps above its eyes. Like all the dinosaurs with horns on their faces, it was a plant eater with a bulky body and a short, thick tail that walked on all 4 legs. Some scientists believe it was a good runner, perhaps able to run 20 miles per hour. Styracosaurus is known from a herd of about 100 individuals found in Canada.
Canada dinosaur. This is a Brachiosaurus. This huge plant eater is one of the largest known land animals. A living Brachiosaurus would probably have weighed over 70 tons and would have needed over 400 pounds of food a day. It lived in a herd in the forest. Believed it lived in water. That's this dude. And they're found in Africa, Europe, and North America. I don't know if I can tilt it with my one hand. The dog is working against me here.
Look in the water. Go in the dock over there.
Go ahead.
Doesn't say anything about it. That is right there, and we only have 4 or 5 more dinosaurs to go.
Okay.
No, actually like 7, but they're all close together. These?
You gonna sit on a dinosaur?
No. I'll sit on the dinosaur.
Chilling.
Good, come here.
What? Oh. They look like meat eaters. You think they're meat eaters? These are a Spinosaurus. This large meat eater had a huge spine on its back. Scientists think that this spine supported a fan-like sail or fin from the middle of the neck to just behind the hips. This fin may have helped to control the body temperature of the animal or was used in courtship display. It had a huge head and strong teeth and pursued its prey on 2 legs. The best known Spinosaurus skeleton was destroyed during World War II. Since then, more fossils have been discovered in Africa. There's a whole family over here. This is the Saltosaurus. This is a plant eater, measured 40 feet from the tip of its snout to the end of its tail. It had a massive elephant-like legs. Yes. With 5 toes on each foot. It walked on all 4s, although it may have been able to rear up on its hind legs. With the skeletons of the Saltosaurus, scientists have found small bony plates which have been scattered over their body. Remains were found in Argentina. Carnotaurus, large meat eater known for only 1 specimen, a nearly complete skeleton found in Argentina. The fossils of the Carnotaurus includes usually well-preserved impressions of its pebble skin. It had two large bull-like horns on its head. Like most of the meat eaters, it walked on its hind legs. It does have weird horns.
Another blue dinosaur.
Well, this dude,
No.
he's weird. The largest of the dinosaurs, it's a Pachycephalosaurus. Good grief. Largest of the dinosaurs, which some people guess may have butted heads, although scientists have never found any evidence that they did. Like other domed head dinosaurs, was a plant eater that walked on its hind legs. One of the last dinosaurs to go extinct. Its fossils have been found at sites in North America.
Huge head, tiny little mouth.
And little bones all around it. See if I can get. Is that a better view? Oh, that's not a better view. There you go. So we have more blue dinosaurs. Brachylophosaurus. It's one of the plant-eating duckbills. It's a small hump on its nose. Here, let me get a picture. And a thin bony crest over the top of its head, which may have been a different color between males and females. They lived in forests, grazing on leaves and flower plants. It ran with its body horizontal and its tail stretched out for balance. They were fairly complete fossils found in Canada.
How do they know how they run?
I don't know. Velociraptors, like in Jurassic Park. Someone is right in my video. These were found in Mongolia, Asia. Someone's tripping me. I think almost to the end.
Yeah, this
Torosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus.
It's one of the last of the plant-eating dinosaurs with horns on their face. They were found in North America, and a complete skeleton has been discovered.
Never been.
Oh, never been?
Never been discovered.
Never been discovered. So how do they know what it looks like if a complete skeleton has never been discovered? Yeah.
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 I'm pretty sure half of these dinosaurs are guess.
Parts and put one together, they just never found something complete. That's right. How do you find parts and pieces that never found?
Yeah. Parasaurolophus. This is a duck bill with a large crest up to 6 feet in length, with air passages that might have been used to make a sound or to improve its sense of smell. The crest might have been different in males and females, might have been brightly colored from courtship. It's a plant eater and walked on its hind legs, and its fossils were found in North America. More blue dinosaurs. I really don't know how they know the colors. This is a Dinosaurus. Meat-eating, walked on hind legs, armed with large claws, originally discovered in 1866. It was important to the dinosaur wars among early American paleontologists, since the fossils found at various North American sites. Oh, did I say African? Oh, sorry. That has been isolated individuals. Scientists believe that the Dinosaurus lived and hunted alone. Museum time. A whole bunch of fossils. What were dinosaurs? Dinosaurs were reptiles. Dinosaurs lived 250 to 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs lived on land but could not fly. I thought there was a flying dinosaur. I can't think of its name. Comment below what it is, because I can't think of its name. Dinosaurs walked on straight legs tucked underneath their bodies. the way modern mammals do, but not with a push-up motion like alligators or lizards. Oh, sneezing. These are just a whole bunch of fossils in here, petrified wood. This is a pretty cool one. I guess this is how they're finding fossils. We have made it into the animatronics. And Todd just read a sign that said they do not know if dinosaurs actually made any noises or sounds. But all dinosaurs that we normally hear in movies and stuff make that sound. And it looks like they're being hunted. Getting attacked by the... Yeah, it's a pretty loud. I need to oil the gears. I don't remember seeing this guy outside. An Amaragasaurus. I can't tell if his eyelid is broken or... Okay, because it looks weird. Oh, see, there's a flying dinosaur, and they said no dinosaurs flew.
Yeah, it's called
Again, more blue dinosaurs.
what's it called? A pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
That's not what that says over there,
That's a T-Rex with its itty-bitty arms.
but it says it's a pteranodon.
Well, that could be these little guys on the floor. Oh no, those are just like tray. I don't know. What other animals lived at the same time? Amphibians, fish, insects, birds, mammals, and other reptiles lived on the land, in the water, and in the air at the time of the dinosaurs. Many of these animals became extinct at the same time of the dinosaurs.
It says live on the land, in the water, and in the air.
Well, it says reptiles.
Oh.
Yeah. Exit only. I guess we are done with the museum. And we're gonna go hunt for some gems. So, yep, you guessed it. Abby has to do the gems again. So these are what we're looking for. And you can buy this with your ticket. I bought it online. Or you can buy, I think this is a medium bag. You can buy them individually too. Let's see what we got this time. Okay, there's a pretty purple one. Some pretty green ones. Dad has the bag, I don't. Oh, you want to see what they are? None of those match what's on here. It's not that green. I guess. Adventurine. Did you get any rose quartz? There's purple, amethyst. You got jade. There's a tiger's eye in there.
No. It's
A
moonstone.
moonstone. Okay, we got lunch at Buc-ee's. We got a veggie burrito. We got sausage on a stick. We got a fried chicken sandwich. Pulled pork. We got chips. Funyuns, chips. Oh, apple pie, yogurt. And some dill. Funyuns.
And
What else did we get?
we got dark
Oh.
chocolate and milk chocolate.
And milk
cashews.
chocolate. So chocolate covered cashews. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna chow down. How's your pulled pork?
Good.
Amazing. My burrito is so good. That is a hefty burrito. Fried chicken sandwich?
It's good.
Good, good. We'll see how sausage on a stick
Yeah, I'm
is.
fixing to get into that.
Sausage on a stick.